Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord. I'm Ensign Rail. I gather this visit is because you'll be traveling through to the surface of Hoth.
I did not come here to share my plans with ensigns.
I'm dreadfully sorry, my lord. I was assigned to assist you upon your arrival. I'll be scanning you so I can customize your cold weather equipment. Then I'll arrange your briefing. There we are. As you're on the VIP list, Lieutenant Halpern will brief you. He's in the theater. Good day.
Attention, a lord is present. At ease. Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
I hadn't heard anything about a trap on Hoth. Explain.
The fight with the Republic has lasted for years now. The objective on Hoth is not to end the battle, but to sustain it. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
I hope there's still room in this plan for mass slaughter.
I'll defer to your judgment on that score, my lord.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
The planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
My briefing said I was to meet a Colonel Vanis.
I don't know anything about that. Commander Triton's the one listed as in charge now. I'm sure he can fill you in on the story. I need to de-ice the shuttle here.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead. And whose leadership will we have then? My lord, we're glad you've arrived. May I introduce Commander Triton, and myself, a humble captain, corps name Udrus.
Lieutenant Halpern sent word you would be coming, and we've never had greater need of you.
Colonel Vanis, the commander of this base, is missing. We fear he's dead, along with all the most experienced men from this base.
Bring me up to speed.
The Colonel went out to investigate evidence of a possible spy probe near the ice lake. He was under heavy guard.
We received a distress call. It was obvious he found trouble.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
Recordings don't frighten me. I'll go see if I can find out what happened.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis' communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
Drained everything I had for that one.
I found Colonel Vanis. He was dead, murdered by Republic Tals.
Tals. That would make sense. Cold adapted, Republic aligned. I've not killed their kind before. What about you, Commander?
What? Yes, of course.
The base awaits your orders, Commander.
We are having deep morale issues in the forward outpost. I must show them that we can triumph without Colonel Vanis. Now is the time for reprisals. These chittering animals will not get away with this. I want 10 of the Republic to suffer for every one of ours dead. I want every last Tolls wiped out, their heads on sticks out in the frost.
I will find them, and they will die.
If we are lucky, it will be that simple. But we should plan for less than ideal circumstances. A covert action is advisable, or we'll end up wiping out one group and causing the rest to go into hiding. I have data arrays we could install in their communications link. If we did that, we could locate and estimate their numbers before we hit them.
Killing is reliable. Technology isn't.
That sounds like a lesson gleaned from a life far more interesting than mine.
Commander! Come in, Commander!
Go ahead, Scout 5.
We found a nest of Tolls on the ice lake. Too many to engage. Transmitting coordinates now.
Perfect timing. Brutally slaughtering a few dozen should sow fear throughout their little cabal. When you're done, report to the forward outpost. It's closer to the lake, and the men there can see your success in person.
You're in trouble now.
Hello. Good to see you, my lord. We had feared the worst.
Good work. Has the base been informed? How is morale there?
Gentlemen, the commander wants to know how we feel about the Tolls being struck down.
Excellent. That's a sound I've not heard in some time. And I understand one of our patrols spotted Tals that fled rather than fight. The tides of war are with us.
Without the advantage of surprise, the Tals are showing their true colors.
Yes. We'll let them panic for a while as they try to figure out which body is which. We have devised a plan to put the Tals in position for a killing blow. Their supplies, weapons, medical equipment, and the high-calorie food they require, all of it is stored in one central location. They may be adapted to the cold, but without their supplies, they wouldn't last a week. So we will destroy their cache.
Tell me more of this.
We want them to panic and launch an all-out, last-ditch attack on us, and we'll be waiting. If I were them, and suddenly without food, I would raid this base. So we will amplify our defenses here and spring the trap shut. Unfortunately, getting at their supplies may be difficult. They are in a series of ice caves overrun by Wampers.
The tougher, the better.
If that is the case, I suggest an alternative. We are desperately short on supplies here. If you could bring back all you find, it could make a valuable difference.
But we'd need over 100 kilos of food alone. How would anyone carry that and still fight?
You'd be surprised how much I can carry.
Daring, my lord. I hope you're making the right call. Take anything of theirs that gives them aid or comfort. Make them come crawling. Let them know who the masters of this miserable world are.
Here, let it not be said that carrying such a load through Wampas is impossible.
Yes, my lord. You'll be pleased to know that we have kept up our end of the plan.
The base is prepared for war. We have security fields, sensors, anti-personnel guns. We'll obliterate any Tals that dares approach.
Commander! Commander! There's reports of a Tol's attack.
Excellent. What wing are they headed for?
No wing, sir. They're at the power station. They're overrunning the guards. They brought bombs.
These Tals have no fear. Even when their army is at its last breath, they want to take us down with them.
If they kill the power station, we'll have no heat. We'll have to evacuate, or we won't last past nightfall.
I will be there soon.
I'll call for reinforcements from a Deimos orbital. They should be able to land within the hour. Just get to that power station, and quickly.
I stand between you and your victory, one you will never claim.
Lieutenant Auron reporting in, my lord. Our company is on the ground, and we have secured the perimeter.
As it should be.
We'll finish up here. If you return to Dawn Base, Commander Triton will no doubt want to congratulate you in person.
And you say the Sith held off the entire Tol's force, single-handed?
It sounds incredible, to be sure, but here, I'll let you talk directly. My lord, we cannot express our gratitude. May I introduce Moff Braynor, overseer of the Hoth system, among others.
You honor me.
If not for you, Dawn Base would have been lost, and all the outposts that depend on it. It is for that reason I ask you your opinion. Would you say Commander Triton or Chiss Captain Udris was more instrumental in the base's defense?
Commander Triton's leadership has been forthright and direct.
I expected such a response. Triton works diligently, if not always wisely. He is hereby promoted to Colonel, responsible for the welfare of Dawn Base until further notice.
I wish you well, Colonel Triton.
Thank you. This is really something. I will do my best, Moff Braynor.
Colonel Triton will have my full support, as always.
See that he does. That will be all.
Your recommendation has meant the world to me, but I must turn my attentions to my base immediately.
Sir, there is still the matter of the pirates at Leth Outpost.
Yes, of course. Captain Revar lost a facility of some sort, yes? If you're in the area, you might want to look into it. Terrible pirates out there.
Honestly now, what do you two think of the chiz? Creepy, right?
Very. They're like ghosts. There one moment, gone the next. And those eyes. I didn't think this planet could get any colder until I caught one of them staring at me.
I don't know, I find their women rather exotic.
Unless you want to wake up with a knife in your back, I'd stay away from that lot.
What is this? I asked not to be disturbed. Ah, it is you. Commander Triton and that Chiss fellow spoke well of you. Make yourself at home. I was busy calculating our chances in case the Republic attacks. It looks grim. If they bring a force of any real size, we're doomed.
Don't focus on possibilities. Focus on what we will do.
The best force multiplier would be installing more automated guns, which we have. However, they eat power. What we really need is to tap into the nearby geothermal power substation, but it's been taken by the White Maw. We don't have the manpower to take on those pirates, and we've got a base that'll black out in any sustained fight with the Republic.
Criminals are no threat to me. Frozen ones, less so.
The White Maw's Hawks are more like an army than criminals. Our kill ratio for them is about 1 to 10. This is an energy coupling you'll need to install when you've eliminated all resistance. It should divert flow back to the outpost. With that power, our guns will be operational and give us a fighting chance. Go in strength. Did it. We're running on geothermal power now. We blew a circuit when it came on, but that was easily fixed. Did the Hawks prove difficult?
They proved clumsy and stupid. I could have fought twice that number.
I thought as much. Sith have an extremely high success rate in combat against irregular forces. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to oversee the deployment of our sensors and weapons. We've already begun the installation of our defense systems, and we're on schedule to be done before nightfall.
Sir, the Republic frequencies are alive with chatter. They somehow knew we had a power surge just now, so I swept for bugs and I found this. An energy monitor.
Do we have a spy or a traitor?
Based on the Republic's internal communications, they had this installed long before we took over this outpost. I only looked because the Republic chatter was so obviously shocked by the influx of power. They won't attack here. They'll bomb the main geothermal reactor to black out the entire sector.
Tell me more of this.
It sounds like they figure with us and a lot of pirates all on the same grid, one fatal blow is better than trying to take the reactor over.
They'll have to cut through the Ortolan workers there and the White Maw pirates, but they're sending Zero Squad snowtroopers. If I were a gambler like the captain here, I'd bet on them.
Do not bet so hastily. I will put a stop to this.
Very good, my lord. Zero Squad is the Republic's best. If you defeat them, just think of the humiliation.
All civilians need to evacuate the station. Step away from the console with your hands on your head. I said, step away from the console with your hands on your head.
Did you seriously sign up for the army so you could threaten Ortolans?
Intruders! I've got intruders in the shaft room!
This is gonna hurt.
Hola la monoya. Hola lula. Cosa san suga na nano no. Nano no nano no 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 nano. Una nulazzo.
It's obvious I'm not here for your benefit. Why aren't you running? You provide the expertise, and the Empire will provide protection.
There they are! Get them!
It's over. The reactor is secure, and the Empire now has to deal with the Ortolans.
I was hoping they'd stay on. The last time we took over a reactor, we had to translate all their labels into BASIC. I'll ask Command to send reinforcements there. Looks like we're going to be holding some ground after all.
This planet should be about winning instead of stalemates.
If you say so, my lord. But let's not talk theory when the real world demands our attention. The captain of Thesh outpost on the glacier requires help. He's been wounded, and his outpost is battling a group of survivalist fanatics called the Hailstorm Brotherhood. You could make the difference.
I'll go at once.
Excellent. I'll send word.
Please return to the medical bay. You may further injure yourself by walking.
I heard you the first 5 times. Now be silent. I have an outpost to defend. So, you made it past the pass in the mountains. I'm surprised the Hailstorm Brotherhood let anyone through.
Who's in this Brotherhood, exactly?
They're a cult within the Whitemore Pirates. Humans from some other ice planet that test themselves living in the cold. They survive in the snow even better than the Tals. And they've cut us off from any hope of supplies. You see this wound? Dressed it with seasonings from the rations when we ran out of Kolto. In a few days, we'll be eating boot leather to survive.
Are you going to take this indignity from a handful of pirates?
We're weaker from hunger than I'd like to say. They're starving us out, and it's working. One defeat will be our last. What about you? Could you face them?
I will do more than face them. The snow will melt with their blood.
Yes! Let not one of them stand or crawl or limp away. They will face retribution for those they have killed. Then, when you have the bodies piled... curse it, another stitch.
Sir, I did say you need to be on bed rest.
Very well. The Brotherhood like to use downed speeders as bait. They should be easy enough to find. Good hunting.
I found the Hailstorm Brotherhood you spoke of. The pass is clear.
Is that so? Glad to hear their bodies are finally getting colder. Those maniacs have laughed at us for far too long. But here's something they don't know. We found out where they hide. The Hailstorm Brotherhood make camp in an open-air fortress cut out of the ice, not far from here. I guess caves were too easy. They obey what their beloved Master Sav tells them to. He's their legend, a man who can survive anywhere. Kill the head of their little personality cult, and the body will fall apart.
What sorts of things has this master survived?
A few poisoning attempts, walking on lava on Mustafar, and fighting just about everybody on Hoth at one time or another. Even when his men were killed at the Battle of High Ridge, he lived in the snow, hunting wampas with a spear made from an icicle. 3 weeks later, he strolled back to the ice fortress, none the worse. So if you see him, don't give him any chances.
Criminals, no matter how hardy, will not defy our empire.
Good. Once he and his followers are scattered, we'll be able to get what we need shipped here from Dawn Base. Until then, we'll hold out. There's no way this filth will win through attrition. When you kill him, you let him know what a mistake he made leaving me alive.
It seems you have some skill, stranger. You are not the effete little warriors they usually send our way. I suppose you were also the one who slew so many in the White Ridge Hills.
Captain Eth said it was a mistake to leave him alive.
Ha! Well, I will not be snuffed out like a candle on a shelf. If I am defeated, it will be a fight to remember. For you, I have a challenge.
What sort of challenge?
I speak of the crypt, where only the truly strong dare fight. Its fog will soak you through in seconds and steal all warmth from your body. It is then we discover who we truly are. Join me in battle, one against one, fighting for our lives. Nothing is more pure, in this world or any other.
Then we will meet in this crypt.
Yes. And there you will meet Oblivion.
Master Sav. Master Sav. You've killed him.
You are next if you dare face me.
Hold there. I do not mean to fight. I came to honor you for doing what could not be done. Master Sav believed nothing could kill him. We walked in his footsteps, testing the limits of the body. But it's clear from your ordeal in the crypt that you surpassed him.
There'd better be a point to this.
With the proper technique, you might resist the elements as we do. I would be honored for you to learn from me.
If you feel you can teach me.
Sit with me then. Close your eyes and breathe. Each of us has a fire burning within our body. If tended to, it can blaze hot enough to protect us. Good. I see the signs in you. With practice, the cold will hold no danger to you. Now I will gather the rest of the Brotherhood and leave this planet. If you see a Hailstorm brother from this moment on, they are not loyal to me. Deal with them as you see fit.
Master Sav is dead, and his successor is leaving for another planet. I trust this will help.
You are a drink of water to a dying man. Yes, yes, it will help us greatly. I'm contacting Dawn Base. They should be able to bring us supplies if the Brotherhood is truly leaving the mountain passes. But Master Sav was just one of many. Soon we'll go after the big game. Boss Undro, Ellis Tarn, and the other Whitemore kingpins.
How do I get in on this?
Admiral Holtz is going to order an attack on key Whitemore members, but I don't know when or how. Fixer 308 at Xeric Outpost would have the details. The outpost's in the ship graveyard, prime Whitemore turf. If anyone's come up with a way to hammer the pirates right off this rock, the Fixer would know. Give her a try.
In conclusion, Admiral, this seems like the most opportune window we'll get. All I need is the go-ahead.
It leads to my approval. Fixer, you may brief the volunteers and commence with the mission. Over and out.
My lord, just who I was expecting. I'm Fixer 308. We've been tracking you since we heard about your success with the Talls.
What do you have for me?
We've been hitting the White Maw hard lately. Enough so that they've called a meeting of their gangs. The loss of a power station was a bigger blow than we thought. Every one of their gangs will be represented. We intend to get you into that meeting and have you capture or kill everyone present. The hard part is getting there.
Guards and walls have never kept me out before.
That part of the plan I trust to you. But there's more. The shuttles of the leader's trusted captains will have the meeting's coordinates programmed into their navicomputers. What you'll need to do is find a lieutenant with a shuttle, kill him, and get his access card to steal his ship. Once you get access to the shuttle, fly it to their hideout, track down the gang leaders, and take them out. Can you do that?
Sounds like the place will be swarming with Whitemore. At least until I get there.
Here's a dossier on the leaders to terminate, so you'll be able to identify them. Our psych profiles indicate that, given the opportunity, some of them may surrender. It's up to you. Lastly, if you find an opportunity to search their files, take it. There's no telling what secrets these malcontents have hidden away.
heard enough alarms. The time has come to move our base of operations to Lorimar.
Why go to Lorimar when nothing can reach us here? The guards will handle whatever intruder's at the door.
I disagree, emphatically.
Skoribo foremita dosium. Moflaska kikafi mamugur tuflator.
I don't know who you think you are, but you made a bad mistake opening this door.
Esa silgo terbena ser zet lakata.
I owe you nothing but a swift death.
Nengamomichu.
You're in trouble now.
I was successful. I met stiff opposition, but I softened it up.
I wouldn't have wanted to see what they'd do to me once I contacted Korriban and told them I got a Sith Lord killed. So the White Maw finally falls. I wonder, was this the nerve center of their operation, or are their valuables hidden elsewhere?
I found a place called Lorimar in their databanks. It's likely their stash is there.
Lorimar. I wonder if that has to do with the inventor, Lorimar. He was quite a droid maker before he vanished a decade or so back. We should probably send a salvage team to investigate. But seeing as you trusted me with this information, I think I'll mark the area as unsecured until you're finished with it. That way the reclamation service doesn't get first crack.
That's kind of you.
Don't mention it. Especially not where internal security might be listening. Thank you. I doubt I could have trusted someone else to bring this operation to a close.
Recovery Machine 5. I will not allow you to open the cases. Do you understand?
Droids pose no challenge to me.
That statement has a high probability of being inaccurate. Neutralization mode engaged.
I went to the pirates' hideout. I found this neural chipset for a battle droid. I think Lorimar designed it.
Well, the stamp seems consistent with his work. Wait, it's brilliant. He's solved the traditional limitations of a chipset brain. Hold on a moment, I need to make a call. Admiral, we've recovered a battle droid neural chipset from the White Maw. It's the advancement we've been waiting for.
From the White Maw? What are they doing with tech like that?
They had it hidden in the last known location of the inventor Lorimar.
Lorimar? That would make sense. His robotics always were top-notch.
It's a quad-photonic neural chipset, Admiral. If you put this in a battle droid, it'll think on its feet better than most humans. It could change the course of the war.
Don't let me stall you. Get that chipset to the technicians.
It will be done immediately.
I'll alert the reclamation service to the Lorimar area. There's no telling what else might be there. As for you, I'd take a well-earned vacation. Somewhere warm.